What's going on, my Hot Wheels friends, especially those who are into making customs like me? I got some new customs to share with you guys. I ordered some parts recently. Got some new parts to share with you guys. So let's go over some fun new stuff to check out for customs and some orders I put in, and we're going to open those up and check out what I got. But speaking of customs, let's give a shout out to a couple awesome customizers who were so kind to send me a couple customs. I know I've showed these off before, but let's see them again because I went through my customs and I saw these and I thought, wow, you know what? Let's show these off again. This one's from Steve over at Miniature Mustangs. Look at this killer El Camino he did. What a fantastic looking El Camino. Great looking wheels, great stance. Interior looks fantastic. Paintwork details, awesome with the blue and silver two-tone. Great looking detail on the exhaust. Even got his logo on the bottom there. Fantastic looking custom. Shout out to Steve over at Miniature Mustangs. Thank you for that, sir. And another awesome custom, this little Datsun 510, comes from my buddy Jake over at Strictly Diecast. He made me this fantastic little 510. Great looking stance, thick wheels, based off of a drift team. Love the Japanese rising sun in the back. Exhaust details. Just overall outstanding looking little 510. Details on the bottom. Love this little custom. Great work. Great work. Really appreciate that, Jake. So, we'll go over some customs that are new and some that you guys haven't seen. Of course, some of this stuff is still experimental because I'm always still learning, I'm always still trying new things, and I love new parts. That's what makes it fun. Especially those foil decals that I've seen out there. Unfortunately, a lot of them that I've noticed come out of China, and I haven't seen them in the US. However, I finally made a second order, which, hold on a second real quick, I almost forgot something to share with you guys. Because I really want to make sure this channel gets a, or not a channel, but website gets a proper shout out, and that's 164 Lifestyle. You know I love good customer service, and I know you guys do too. So, I believe it was only my second order with them. I know prior I probably ordered some decals. Well, I ordered some others, but also decided let me try a 3D printed part. So I've got quite a few of those to share from you, but from a different seller on eBay, and I'll show you those. But 164 Lifestyle. Talk about customer service and those foil decals and a 3D printed engine I ordered. I got this. Thanks for your continued support. Free gift inside. Enjoy, Russ. That right there is awesome customer service, and that came from 164 Lifestyle. How awesome is that? Well, let's check out what I got. Like I said, those foil decals, I've been so excited about getting my hands on those, and I finally got some. Look how cool those are. So I got a new custom that you guys haven't seen that I just tried out a couple on, just a couple small ones, and they work fantastic. Those are super cool. Cannot wait to have some fun with those. So I ordered those. I got a few other sets too, but the free gift that he threw in, I got some great license plate decals. That's a great little detail to throw onto cars. So stoked to have that. Got some European ones in there, some JDM ones. Gotta love the good customers. And then I got this little container, which I've marked 2JZ. So I'm sure you can imagine what I got in there. Let me tell you, when it comes to 3D printed parts, I'm not that into 3D printed stuff, but I do want to dabble in it a little bit, and I've ordered a few pieces. Matter of fact, I have some here in this case from this eBay seller who I've ordered my exhaust from, and I'll show you some of those. But I got this little engine, and wow, how cool is this? I don't know if I could show you the details on this, but I'm going to really try. Beautiful. 2JZ. Inline 6. You can see the intake manifold. The turbo manifold. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get to detailing and trying to paint this little guy up. But that is super cool. Got the belts on there, the pulleys. Yeah. Turbo. Gonna have some fun with that. So that all came from 164. Great customer service, awesome parts, awesome decals. Like I said, I'll show you in a custom coming up some of those foil decals that I used a few of. So another seller off of eBay that I ordered from recently, again, is Shop 164. Great wheels, great prices. Let me just show you what I picked up, and you guys be the judge. I think most of the sets of wheels run around like $8 to $10 for like 5 sets, which to me is a great price because although I love Mod My Ride, you could pay that much just for one set. So I found these, I thought these were new. I hadn't seen these before. I'll just pour these all out. You guys know I love chrome because you can have so much fun with chrome. You can candy paint them and get pink, what kind of color you want. You can put yellow on there and get gold. So I found these 15 spokes. I thought those were really good looking. So I picked up a few sets of those. Super stoked about finding these because in white, I have trouble painting wheels white. It just doesn't work out. But when they just come in white, they look great. So found these big, fat, deep rears. And these for the front so you can get a nice stagger job on there. Great looking wheels. What are these, T37s? I forgot what these are called, but yeah. Got the deep dish ones. Nice staggered fitment. Great looking wheels. And I'm pretty sure I already shared these with you guys, but they also came from Shop 164 on my previous order. They've got, in my opinion, the best looking vintage looking drag tires. That's the drag tires you want. For like the 55 gassers and the Novas and stuff. Those are great. I love those. So I got those in black torque thrust. And those all came from the same place, Shop 164. So great wheels, great customer service coming from that end, fast shipping too. To keep it going with the wheels, if you guys remember this previous build, which I brought out for a few reasons because of the custom 3D printed exhaust and the wheels, which will make sense here in a minute. These are the Tarmac wheels. Now, these come as a special kit, so you can build your own RWB Porsche. I just happen to use these on this Porsche because I just thought it looked good and gave it a nice stance. So the reason why I'm showing you these, also there's that custom 3D printed exhaust on there. Is because I placed an order for some more Tarmac wheels. And I got these. 1552 Outlaw 001. And they're staggered too, so you can get a nice staggered fitment. I love the yellow idlers. And it also says Pirelli on there. Super cool looking wheels. And hopefully one day I'll figure out the right Porsche to maybe try out these body parts that it comes with. It's got these fender flares, this front air dam. I actually handmade some RWB rear wings, so I'm just looking for the right casting to try to build my own from scratch. Comes with its own axles, wheel spacers, whatever you need. So those are fun. These are cool, and they're from Tarmac. Yeah, front fenders, front bumper, 964. So there you go. I believe it's a GT2. That I need to build one of these. So got that. That's fun. These are great. They look great for customs. Like I said, they're staggered fitment. They're awesome. Let's see. We went through the wheels, 3D parts, 3D printed parts. So, like I said, I placed another order for some mufflers, and I decided to try out some steering wheels, and I think I grabbed some other parts, but I haven't opened them up yet. But like I said, this muffler right here is from this company off of eBay, and they sell all kinds of cool mufflers and different 3D printed parts. Originally, it was just mufflers, but since going back on there, I've noticed they've got some other parts now. So I don't know if I can zoom in enough here. Authentic Inventrious. That's the company right there that I'm about to show you that I got a 3D printed parts from. So they come shipped in a box in the bubble wrap here. Oh, that's right. I got a wing too. I figured let me try a wing. Like I said, originally I think they only had mufflers, but now they've got some other parts. So we'll check these out together. And steering wheels. I don't try to get too involved with interiors for customs. I just don't think they show up that well unless you're really focusing on them. But I got a couple new mufflers here to try. So those are cool. Got the slanted tip on there. I don't have any of these. Typically when I do exhaust, I just try to find the nice single chamber deals. So that's cool for like a dual exhaust setup there. So I got those. Got a couple. Oh, wait a minute. No, these are not mufflers. That's right. I picked up a couple nitrous bottles. About to lose one too, and I will lose it forever because these are tiny. Yeah, just some really cool, clean 3D printed nitrous bottles. So I'll use those for a custom sometime. However, as you guys know, the steering wheels are just awful. So I decided to give a shot at maybe putting some custom steering wheels in a couple of customs. So I picked these up. Just a basic, good-looking 3-spoke GT wheel, flat on the bottom. I thought these are the nicest ones to pick from, so I grabbed a few of those. Great-looking steering wheels. And lastly, I don't know. They got so many different wings. I thought, let me try this one. I think it's Rocket Bunny, Pandem, BRZ, not sure. Rear wing. Now, typically with my previous customs, is I try to just build my own custom wing off of the factory wings that sometimes look terrible. But this one, this is going to be like a full custom wing here, which I will show you an example of here in a minute. But yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Got like the bumper mount. So I'm sure you guys will see it soon on some sort of custom coming. So that all came from the Authentic Inventrious eBay seller for 3D parts. But speaking of customs, especially customs that you guys have not seen, well, let's start out with this one. This one, I got a lot of work into this. I know some of you guys have probably seen the short already of this one, but we're going to go over it close here now, so you guys can see all the work that went into this. So there's carbon fiber accents all throughout on the bottom there. You can see them there. The color for this is Createx Porn Star Pink. I believe it was Createx, but I just remember it was Porn Star Pink. Got the carbon fiber on the windshield banner there. I carbon fiber wrapped the headlight covers. The intercooler's painted. Made my own custom tow hook there. Went with the white 5-star Real Riders on this one. And like I said, on some of these wings, I just try to like make my own custom wing by working off of the factory wing. So you can see I took some polystyrene and came up with my own custom wing. Just thought it looked a little bit different. And then, of course, some more carbon fiber in the back and my own custom exhaust system. This one does have a fully painted base. So, super stoked about this one. Love this one. This is my second S15 custom, at least as far as a full custom goes. So, that's that one that you guys have seen. Now, one that you guys have not seen, and continuing with making my own wings off of factory wings, the Toyota Supra. That wing suffers terribly. So I wanted to see, and that whole casting really, I wanted to see if I could just practice with it, and that's what this car was, but I went ahead and finished it anyway, and just to see what I can do with this casting to try to improve it a little bit. So I came up with this. Interesting fact this custom is, because like I said, it was experimental and I was just learning, this is my first rattle can custom. This is just spray paint on here. I was just trying to find a good white base for opaque paint jobs, and I thought it looked so good I just decided to go ahead and run with it. So like I said, with those foil decals, I experimented with them a little bit. You can see a couple on the wing over the top of the carbon fiber. There's that windshield banner there. That's one of those new decals. I also added custom mirrors, carbon fiber hood, all sorts of details on this one. Custom exhaust. Now that is not a 3D printed exhaust. I made that one from scratch. Yep, so that would technically be my first spray paint custom. That's one of those license plate decals. Yeah, so just tried to update and make the Hot Wheels Supra look a little bit better. So came up with that. So that's a new custom that you haven't seen. There's a few more coming, but got a little more work. Now, this last custom, try not to look at the taillights. I had all sorts of trouble with this custom. This was my first M2 custom, and let me tell you, this thing has been setting for a while. I had all kinds of trouble with the paint. I had issues with the moisture, and I've since got it fixed. Stripped and painted this thing a bunch of times, but I wanted to, you know, I missed out on the RLC 454. And I know there was that really good looking black one and sort of that black cherry one, and I sort of wanted my own custom one, and said never got the RLC, so I thought let me try to make my own custom one using the M2 casting. So I've had this done for quite a while. I've just struggled to try to find the taillight lenses. I had all the parts for this truck separated in baggies, and somehow the taillights got lost. So, like I said, if you could just not look at the taillights, sort of a black cherry color. Like I said, I struggled with the airbrush with this one, so I had to strip it and redo it quite a few times. It's still not perfect, but you get the gist. It's got a cool rake and stance to it there. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy a whole nother M2 just to rob the taillights for it. But you can see that color a little bit better, that black cherry I was going for there. Bed is gloss black. Interior is fully detailed. Kept the seats red. Dashboard, steering wheel's all done up. I believe I did the engine on this too. Like I said, this one a while ago, guys, and did not show it.
2,000 years later.
Let's see if we can get this engine popped open here. Yeah, I didn't get too crazy with it, just a few details. But let me tell you, doing a custom with opening parts, that is tricky. Fitting it, getting the colors to match. But yeah, my first M2 custom. Just wish I did not lose those taillights. Oh, and those are the LODC wheels with the brake rotors and calipers. Like I said, I was just trying to mimic that RLC a little bit and do my best job because I never got one of those RLCs. So sort of made my own custom M2 version of it. So that's one of the Chevy 1500. I think that's it, guys. I know I showed this a long time ago, but speaking of customs and customs that others have made for me, shout out to this guy if he's still around. This is my very first custom I ever got. This was the day when I didn't even know people were making customs. This was at least 10, 11 years ago. I bought this off of a guy, and he put it on card and everything. So if you can imagine 11 years ago, someone making customs this cool. Got my birth date on the side and everything. Made my own custom card with my name on it. Super professional job. BRYZ, Custom Diecast Shop. Just a phenomenal custom for being that long ago. Beautiful work. Yep, my very first custom I was ever given right there. Well, actually I paid for that one, but yeah, that's my first custom. So let's see, we went over the 3D printed parts, 164 Lifestyle. Shout out to those guys. Awesome customer service. You guys saw the new Liberty Walk Pink Panthers S15 wheels. Yeah, that's it for this one. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the customs. Got some more coming soon. Appreciate you guys. Take it easy.